Hey guys, today is October the 21st of 2017, and I want to go over WD Gann's reading list. Please pause the video and read the video disclaimer. WD Gann had students and he had some books for sales, and to get into the mind of WD Gann, you just have to see the types of books that he was reading. I think he's one of the greatest traders. There's others, and I'm sure there's others that are unknown, but he's the pioneer, in my opinion. This is a letter that he wrote, books for sale. This was his address where he lived at that time. And he broke it down in sections: numerology, philosophy of numbers, number vibrations, and questions and answers. And it goes on. And then he gets into astrological books that he reads. You find it interesting. Look how cheap these books were. 50 cents. Wow. 50 cents. Doesn't say the year, but I'm sure it's in the 1940s, around there. $5. It's crossed out here. The Power of Numbers, $1. Numerology Made Plain, 75 cents. He goes down to astrological books, and you can see that the astrological books is a bigger section. And he has other sections. But if you want to study WD Gann and you want to peek at his mind, you know, WD Gann was a Gemini. Planet influence was Mercury, of knowledge, speed, information, communication. So he just didn't want to know 2 plus 2 is 4. He wanted to know if the number 2 had a vibration. What is the meaning of number 2? And he'll go way back into the ancients and find out what the ancients thought of number 2. And that's the kind of mindset that WD Gann had. He was just not satisfied 2 plus 2 is 4. I'm just giving you an example. If you want to start out learning and getting the mindset, start reading numerology. You don't have to get these books. It's probably hard to get these books. And if you can find them, they're probably going to be jacked up in price because you know how people are greedy. But if you can, try to get a hold of these. I have a thing here. Let's see. This is a better print here of the list, but you could start, with the recommended list right here. And if you can't, just get the topic and just read on it. Doesn't have to be from the same author. You could, just get the idea. Kabbalah is a number. Maybe just Google that and see what comes up. And then, on your weekend, when you're not busy or when you're driving, you could just pop on something that has audio. You could just listen to it and just think about things. What's the concept? What's the idea? The mysteries of sound and number. That's something interesting right there. That will catch my eye. Numerology for everybody. Tarot and of the Bohemians. The power of numbers. That's a good one. I use this technique with my trading numbers. I believe that there's vibrations in numbers. The price that the euro put to swing low, it's a vibrational number. That's not even including astrological things or anything like that. Just the number itself has power and a vibration. And there's something significant about a low. Like right now, I'm into the uranium, one of the most oversold sector, that I've noticed. Is it going to be oversold forever? No. It's in a cycle, and it's going to be a point where it's going to turn and it's going to go higher. So, there's a number that it put a swing low on November 9th with 1168, and then it shot up all the way to February the 15th. If you're into numerology and you do an analysis on that, you will find something interesting just right there. So I just gave you a hint if you want to look that up, URA. And maybe if your mind is open and you're at a level where you could understand these kind of things, once you read this kind of topic, you probably might notice it. But if you don't, maybe then is not the time. But your mind will open to it. You'll always notice things. You just see it here and there. There's some out there in the internet world and YouTubes that say that, no, WD Gann was not into astrology. You crazy? So if he wasn't into astrology, why is he selling books? And the biggest section was astrology. Look how small numerology is. The science of numbers. Look how big the astrology section is. Guide to Astrology, Fred White, 50 cents. Law of Values. Directional Astrology. It just shows more that he was more into this, but knew that this was important too. So I just wanted to share that tidbit for you guys. Just look at a website. Look at just read something about numerology, gematria. It's another topic that you might be interested. This is more for Gannists, people that study Gann and want to get as good as he was, to forecast accurately to the day, highs and lows, and try to make money in this system. Recapping now on URA, a couple of things that I'm watching. My last video, I was saying that we were just kind of hovering back and forth here, and we were just kind of stagnant at 230-ish around there. We're kind of coming off right now. We're closed at 2015, so it's starting to push a little lower. We got that 1978 and this swing pivot low of 220.03. That if it takes that out and then 1981, then maybe my theory, my calculation may start to pan out. As of right now, we're a little early. I'm looking for URA ETF to bottom out November the 15th. Or if it's not that day, 2 a day plus or 2 a day minus, or definitely that week. So I just wanted to show that there. Let's see what else I got. On our euro, before I go to the euro, let's see if I could just do the URA real quick. Friday's price action. As you can see, we were undecided here. We put a low. We respected that low of 12.55. We made a low at 12.55 and held it. And some bulls came up. They pushed it up, they pushed it down, and they kind of closed almost where it opened. So we'll see next week's price action. But my forecast is that it's going to go lower. And even though if it even pops, we just got to see how volume is. And if I'm wrong, then, it'll trend higher and won't look back. I've made calculations and I've been wrong in the past, thinking that maybe we were going to continue going higher all the way to November 21st, but that didn't pan out. So I looked more, in depth, and price and time really lines up for a low for November 15th. So let's see if that pans out. On our euro trade here, what am I typing? Short here at this low. What was it? 1831. Said in my last couple of videos that there was a price target of the 75. When it was coming short, I was sitting somewhere around here. It might probably hold this, but never got up here. Kind of went up and down, stagnant. Once it hit here, I took, half off. So I got half off the position, and I'm playing with half in there. So, it popped all the way up, hit this linear regression channel, And you know, have you noticed that I always leave where my calculations I'm basing it on? So I don't, most of the times I don't change it just because I want to see if the euro is going to be respecting this day, its calculations. And you can see we never got to the 50% here, just kind of sells. You can see just every pop selling it. Came down here, popped it up huge on the 19th. And this channel right here, now we broke it and we closed it. So now it's kind of more like an inside week. So let's see an inside day almost here. So I'm expecting euro to go lower. Price target for now could be this 1709, where the 75 EMA is at, and this level right here. Once we take out this low of 1727, it's going to build some more momentum, and maybe it's going to hit the red linear regression channel. But as right now, you know, trailing my stop. My stop was pretty much really up high up here, and I'm trailing it using other indicators that I use as it goes lower. So maybe it's probably somewhere around here, maybe. So we'll see. So I just wanted to give you my thoughts on that, and have a great weekend. I'll keep you posted on the things I'm watching. Another one that I mentioned on a video a while back that I have my eyes on is GE. They call it the dog of the Dow, the worst performing of the Dow, and I like that. I like that. So they reported earnings and they missed, and look at the price action. They came in here and sold it all the way down here to 22.10, and then it popped all the way up here. So looking at that volume and looking at that price action, and then watching him on CNBC, the CEO talking about that they got horrible numbers, they got to fix some things. It's just bad things in GE, and it's really oversold, and it pays a good dividend. There's some talk that they might, cut that. We'll see. November 13th, he said that they were going to make an announcement on what they're planning to do and what's their vision for GE. In the meantime, my job is to see if this could be a possible swing low and maybe get in and ride this in the meantime. But right now, it's the talk of the town, and it's the dirty dog. So I got my eyes on GE at the moment. I'll keep you posted on whatever I find. You got to do a lot of analysis and research, but got my eye on this one. Keep you posted. Hope you like this video, and have a great weekend.